friends, it's Peggy Noe with PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with my little Yorkie, Elie. Elie, look up here. There she is. And she's got her green bow on today for St. Patty's Day, which is next Tuesday. And so we had a bath this morning. She had a bath, and we fixed up her hair. And it's been raining here in San Diego County for a few days, and both of our hair is just fluffy. We fluffed out. We finished and the blow drying, and she was running around like a little fluff ball. And that's because of all the rain. So how are you doing today? I hope you guys are doing okay with all this virus thing going around. You know, I was thinking that when you have a room full of, or some supplies of stamps and paper and ink and ribbons, and you have to stay home for a couple weeks, it might be a good time to get out your stamping stuff and spend some time just stamping. I mean, it's too bad if we have to sit, stay home and not do anything. Hey, Brian. But we do at least have stamping. Are you going to be stamping, Brian, during the time that are you off? A lot of people are off. I know the schools here in this area just closed today. We found out they were totally closed. And so all the kids are going to be home playing around, and so it's a good time for stamping. Yes, he's going to be stamping too. Great. Well, today I'm going to put Elie down to show you what card I have for you today. And I'm going to turn the camera down until you're off until April. Wow, that's cool. That's very cool. A lot of people, well, I guess it is until March. Our church is closed until March. I know we're just not meeting at that location until March. Let me see. I'm going to turn us right side up here. Let's see how that looks. So we don't have anything to do except for stamp. Now today I wanted to show you a darling card that I received from one of my viewers and on Facebook Live, Linda Brady. She made me this really nice card. I hope I've got it right side up here. Isn't that sweet? I love getting cards in the mail, and if you send me cards, I'm going to show them on Facebook Live so that you can see them. I think I'm still upside down. Let me try it one more time. There we go. Maybe that'll be right. And she's used the stitch nested label dies. Isn't that just the prettiest card? I love the way she's done that. And then on the inside, she's stamped that beautiful thank you. So send me cards because I would love to show them on Facebook Live. And I also have a couple other cards to show you just for fun. These are my cards, but I did a video on this one the other day. This is a card made from the new Ornate Garden Suite, which is part of the brand new catalog coming out in June 2020. And demonstrators are able to get it early. So I was able to get this suite early, and I prepared I had to get started. I just ripped it out of the box and had to make something. And I just love all the things. Check out my other YouTube video, which shows you all the parts of the new Ornate Garden Suite. You will love it, and it's going to be available to customers on April 1st. And then I have a card that I made from the set we're going to use today, which is called Rise and Shine. And this is kind of an upscale card. We're going to make a more simple card for our Facebook Live today, but I just kind of went to town with this, and I had a lot of fun. It's an adorable little coffee cup or teacup or hot chocolate cup. Here is the stamp set called Rise and Shine, and it is in our second release in Celebration. You all know that we're in Celebration, which is the first 3 months of the year, and it's Stampin' Up's biggest sale of the year. And on March 3rd, they just released some new free items, and when you place an order of $100 or more, you can order as your free item this adorable Rise and Shine stamp set, and I really like it. It goes with the Cup of Cheer dies that we had from the holiday catalog, that were a holdover from the holiday catalog, and now I know why they held them over, because we can use them with this adorable stamp set, and that's what we're going to use for our card today. So let's get started. This is the card we're going to make, and I've made actually 2 of them as samples. They're identical, but I was just practicing. And I just love the little steam swirl stamp that shows how it's coming out of the coffee cup. And then this is one of the sentiments: make today amazing. And you know, I wanted to use some of our retiring in colors. You know that every year we come out, Stampin' Up! Comes out with in colors, and they last 2 years. So right now, coming up in June, we have a set of in colors that will be retiring and a new set coming on. And the colors that are retiring, I wanted to show you here from our annual catalog. We always have 2 sets going. These are the new in colors that we got last year that last from 2019 to 21, and they are gorgeous. But these are the ones that are retiring. Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. And because we only can use those for another couple months, I wanted to use a couple of those colors today. And so our sample card, the card we're going to make, is using Pineapple Punch and Blueberry Bushel. And if you like these colors, I recommend that you get them right away, because the closer it gets to June 1st or May 30th or 31st, the more chance there are of these colors running out, the ink, the papers, and everything, the ribbons, everything that goes with them. So if you like them, order right away. And it would be a great time to order, because you can get, it's celebration, and you can get free items like this fabulous Rise and Shine stamp set. So let's start to make this cute little card. Now, I made this card using our little note cards and envelopes, and these note cards are such an amazing deal. So for $7, you get these 3.5 by 5 inch wide note cards. You get a set of 20 plus matching envelopes for only $7. I mean, it's an absolute bargain. And here's the envelope. So you get a whole pack of 20 of these for $7. And I like to use them because they do mail. They're not too small to mail, but also there's something you could stick in with a gift, or like a hostess gift that you're taking to someone, or even flowers. So I really like to use these cute little note cards. And we're going to put on our note card a piece of Pineapple Punch cardstock that's cut to 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And we're going to build from there. And to make this card, we are going to use the Stamparatus. Now, I hope you're familiar with the Stamparatus. It's really what's called a stamp positioning tool. And ours is fabulous because you can put the plates on here or here. You can do so much. I'm not going to completely go into that today, but because I wanted to stamp these 2 stamps, the sentiment and the little steam, I want to do it at the same time. And so what I've done is I already figured out that I want to put my paper, let me see if I can make sure you can see it. I put a little mark right here where I'm going to place my paper. And so I'm going to place my paper right there, and then I'm going to put my magnets on. Now, I've put, what do they call this stuff? Pink and white polka dot masking tape? I don't know. It's that kind of tape that you might use in the garage or something. You'll know it. Somebody tell me what that is. I'm going to see if I can, I'm not really seeing your comments. Let me see if I can see them here. Oh, here we go. Note cards are great. Linda, you're on. Good. So what are they called? What? No, it's not washi, Brian. It's like that kind of silver tape that you use outside. Is that masking tape? What do you call that kind of tape? Anyway, this is what, I put this around these so they don't break, and also I can lift them better. I can lift them up more easily. Floral tape, no. That silver tape that you use outside, people who use it, worker bees use it. Duct tape, got it, yes, duct tape, thanks Brian, excellent. That's the word I was looking for. But it doesn't look like duct tape, does it? Because that's why I couldn't think of the name, because it's pink and white polka dot. So there you go. Okay, so I have already placed my stamps on my plate over here. What I did is I just lined them up and played around with them before they were inked and decided to place them where I wanted. And one thing to help is there are grid lines on this plate. And so I put my stamp right along a grid line and hopefully it will come out even. So I've inked my stamps. I make sure to keep this plate even so that the ink covers evenly. I put a stamp case under it. And then we just pull it over and press down, and let's have a voila, there it is. Now, the one reason I did this is because I want to make sure to get this sentiment a little bit darker. And so I'm going to stamp just the sentiment a second time. I think the steam is dark enough. So we'll try it a second time and see if I can get that sentiment just a little bit darker. Yes, okay, I like that. And the ink I was using here was soft suede. I thought that was a good one for the steam of coffee. So I'm just going to take my magnets off, and there my pineapple punch cardstock is already pre-stamped. And now I'm going to put it onto my the front of my note card with my trusty multi-purpose glue, which I love so much because it adheres even in the usually dry San Diego weather. And you know I like to keep it in my little nail polish holder. You all have seen my pink nail polish holder, right? Because that keeps the glue down at the base. So I like to keep it right in that pink nail polish holder, and it's ready anytime. And then now my pineapple punch cardstock is adhered. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my bone folder and just press this down a little bit. The note cards are of a wonderful quality of thick cardstock, and so they do tend to pop up a little bit. Now we're going to make our coffee cup. So because this is a photopolymer stamp set, we're going to use our Stampin' Pierce mat. And I have covered my Stampin' Pierce mat with some grid paper, because otherwise all of this would have gotten on my Stampin' Pierce mat, but I didn't want that to happen, so it gets on the grid paper instead. And here's my cup stamp. Now these are reversible stamps, and I'm not going to teach about the reversible quality of them today. I'm just making it. So I get the ink on it. I have cut a little small piece, 2.5 by 2.5 inches of Whisper White cardstock for my cup, or mug, I guess we could call it a mug. And I'm going to press it down here, and you just press, and when it's on this Stampin' Pierce mat, you get a really good impression. Pretty good, right? And then this stamp set comes with the cutest little flowers, and so we're going to put a little flower inside. Now the blue color was the Blueberry Bushel, this ink that is going to be retiring at the end of May. And then the flower I'm going to stamp in Pineapple Punch, another retiring color, the same color as our cardstock. And I'm just going to put it right in that little circle and press down. Cute, right? I really like that little flower. It's a 4-petal flower. So now all we do is take our cup and we run it through the Big Shot. Now to save time, and with the die from the cup of cheer, just to be clear. But to save time, I've already done that. There you go. And so it's already done for us. And we're just going to adhere it with Stampin' Dimensionals here onto the front of the card. There's my husband doing something in the kitchen. He works from home. And so he's doing something in the kitchen. And you can see with this piece of cardstock, I had actually stamped on the reverse and I didn't like the way it turned out. So I just used the back side. It's a great way to save on your cardstock. You can use the front and the back if the front didn't turn out right. So I'm putting on 3 Stampin' Dimensionals to raise this little mug up. Did I get that off? Yeah. And then there we go. And we're gonna just put that, make sure it doesn't go off the base there, make sure it stays on the pineapple punch, and center it under your little steam, and just press down. And there's your cute card. Now you could make, with these note cards and the simplicity of this set, you could make, I don't know, 5 or 10 of these, and they would be ready to send out. Now for the envelope, I did this on my others, and I'm going to do it here too. I really like to stamp my envelopes and the insides of my cards. So I'm going to go back in with my little cute daisy stamp, and I'm going to stamp some daisies on the base corner of my envelope. I mean, it's just so fun when you get a card that has a little decoration on the outside, right? And then also on the inside, just to carry through the theme of the card. And there you go. Isn't that just adorable? I really like it. And now I have 3 of these. I really like them. Now, if you share, I think you know from previous weeks, I love it when you share my Facebook Live, because it gives other people a chance to see what we've done and learn something also. So if you share my Facebook Live today, I will send you one of these cards, and I won't write in it. I'll put a little Post-it note in it and send it to you so that you would be able to give it to somebody else. So please take some time right now and share with a friend so that they can join us next time. And this is our cute little card. Now I want to encourage you to get this stamp set if you like it, the Rise and Shine stamp set, to get it while you can, because it won't be available after March 31st. And the other thing is that it's also only while supplies last. And we've already had some of our free celebration items that have run out. So I'm sure you've got plenty of Stampin' Up! Products that you could purchase, especially because you're probably going to be home for 2 weeks, right? Place that order today or tomorrow, and you'll get it early next week, and plenty of time to spend time stamping while you're home. And another thing, I know you're going to be home for a couple weeks because I am too. And so I'm going to try to do more Facebook Lives. I might do a couple more of those and a couple more YouTube videos over the next few weeks to keep you busy and to give you some good ideas. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you will check out my blog and be sure to share this and write share, comment share, and then I can send you one of these cards. I so appreciate you. Hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.